Welcome to another episode of the Views Podcast, the podcast for creatives by creatives. And this week is just me. Just me and the homie. My normal co-host, Sherelle. She had an amazing opportunity this week to interview for, I think, Travel Noir, or I'm not sure what publication she's writing for this article for, but she's definitely interviewing Malcolm X's daughter, which is hella major. So we had no problem saying, you know what, I got this. So it's just me flying solo today. A couple of days before All-Star Weekend. So this is gonna be fun. But anyway, let me introduce. I got my homie Seph Dot in here. What's good, man?
Yo,
Seph.
what's good? What's going on?
How you doing today, man?
I'm doing pretty good, bro.
Yeah, first of all, I want to say thank you for being able to reschedule. Because for some reason, I don't know, since 2019, it feels like it's been hard to keep the schedule going with. Like,
It feels like time is just...
it's like usually if I say I'm going to do something, then like, that day, I don't care what comes up, I'm like, I'm doing it.
Right.
But then like, it just seems like every time I decide I'm going to make a plan for something like major comes up and I got to push it back. And I hate when niggas do that shit to me. So I just want to say thank you for being, because we were supposed to be on last week. Sure, yeah. I had put it out there we was going to be on last week. And then I was like, sorry about that.
It's still coming out though.
Yeah, man.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, so we definitely, like I said, we catching this vibe this week. And first of all, I want to say another thing is you've been you've been listening to the podcast since like the beginning.
Yeah. The first podcast that I came across was the one that you did with Dello, with Eric.
Word, yeah.
And then I kind of just went back. And
Word.
then I stayed kind of current.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
That one was pretty cool because I love Dello's story. Yeah. I love what he's doing.
Amazing.
I wore his shirt. I wore one of his shirts yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, I wore it so much that when he sees me with it, I think he low-key wants me to stop wearing it because like I don't watch it so much. It started to fade.
Nah. I know that's not what it is.
Nah.
He probably that's my guy. So
yeah, Dello, man. I want to rock with people who I actually feel like I look at him and go, damn, I love what y'all doing.
Yeah, and I look up to that guy. Like he's a role model.
Yeah,
I keep telling him he should run for mayor, but we'll see.
You never know, man. He should.
I think he should. He's for the people, for real.
For real, he's definitely FUBU.
Yeah,
he definitely FUBU.
Definitely. Matter of fact, never mind. Yeah, he's definitely FUBU. Yeah,
because I remember he had if you follow him and DRC Apparel. So how I found out, it's one thing I love about Charlotte is you're never too far away from somebody, right? So
exactly.
You have no idea when you meet one person you have no idea how many relationships are going to form out of that tree.
Yep.
So there was an artist. There's an artist named he gonna kill me. I keep getting this artist name. Nadalo. No, Nadalo. Dangala. I think his name is. And I fucked up his name. Yo, my bad, son. Anyway, we had a photo shoot, and he was wearing a shirt, DRC Pell. He had like 4 shirts on. We had like 4 different looks, or 3 different looks. And he had posted it, and then Nadalo fucking obviously because it was a shirt, reposted it.
Yeah.
And I was like low key like, damn, I'm tired of niggas like taking my shit, not tagging me. So I was like, yo, bro, can you mind tagging me? Right? And he tagged me, and then he was just like the nicest person. So I instantly felt like a dick. I was like,
And it was right. And he was just probably just reposting it because it was his shirt.
Yeah, it was his shirt. I was like a total dick. And he's like, nah, bro, I got you. Yeah. And then we kind of formed a relation from there. Right. And then it was just like, man, I just watched him from afar. And it was like the things when he goes over to the Congo, and then the things he does when he goes over over in Europe and shit like that.
He took me to Paris.
Did he?
Yeah. The last trip.
Yeah.
Well, not the last trip, but the one before that. He took me to Paris.
How was that?
Life changing.
Tell me, explain that.
First of all, so it gets dark there at like 10:30 at night.
Oh, it's stay open. Sun's
it gets
up?
dark. Yeah, the sun's up all day because it's on the other side of. I don't want to like mess up any like
nah
geography or anything.
I
think it's on the other side of the equator or something like that.
Yeah.
So the sun sets different. So we didn't sleep all day, and by the time we were time to go out, we went out at like 2 a.m. and stayed out till the sun rose the next day. Like the sun still rises at like 5:30, 6 in the morning. So it's like the days are just totally different. So automatically you're thrown off.
Yeah.
And Delo's so cool. His family's from out there. So we linked up with his cousin, and his cousin brought his whole crew, bro. It was like 15 people. Like, we're in a room about this size, just 3 of us. Next thing we know, knock on the door. Now it's full of people. So immediately we're just...
Yeah, his personality. I mean,
everybody's just talking. He's talking French.
Yeah.
He's talking Lingala to other people. He's talking like the combination of both to his cousins. Like, and I'm just soaking it all in.
Word.
And like people were amazed that I'm like a rapper, so they wanted me to like spit bars. So like I was just like freestyling with him, and
word.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So all right, so we got into the whole Nadelo thing.
Yeah,
I didn't even
for sure.
No, I didn't get a chance to introduce you with like all the facets, the slashes that is you. You know what I mean? So, what do you go as first? What do you recognize? What medium do you actually put out there first? Musician.
So
what do you feel most comfortable?
My focus, because like you said, I'm multifaceted.
Right.
But my focus.
That's a better way to put it than slashes.
Nah, I asked my homie about this because I was like, yo, how should I actually like explain myself? Because it can get lost and people can get confused easy. But my focus is music, design, and just cultivating a brand. So I would say all 3 of those are in the same realm. Like I feel like my music promotes my brand,
right?
Promotes my designs. So it's all kind of one entity.
Damn, you such a millennial. You're like, I'm not going to do one thing. I think I'm nice at all this.
Man, I just grew up not thinking I could. So when I found out I could, sky's the limit right now.
For real, don't make the mistake I made when I was that age, thinking, because when I was growing up, it was a different time. And so what happened was it wasn't as sexy as it is now to be able to say shit like, I ain't built for no 9 to 5 and shit like that. So a lot of niggas back in my day, they kind of missed their calling. That's why you see a lot of cats who are a little older, they trying now because it's cool. And niggas like, yo, I'm still young enough to be able to do it. Yeah. So it's like, yo, fuck it, I'm just gonna go out here and try it. You know what I'm saying? Then they even more hype because I got life experience. I can fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's pretty cool. Well, where you from though?
I'm from Raleigh, North Carolina.
Okay. You ain't a State fan, are you?
Nah, I'm not really a fan of
any of them.
None of the big. I'm not a fan. I like them all. Like the big 3.
Yeah.
State, UNC, and Duke.
Yeah.
I can't pick a side.
You can't pick one, even for Raleigh.
No, because when I grew up in Raleigh, I wasn't like watching NC State or anything.
So my whole family's from like my father's side of the family from Raleigh, and they all State fans except for my pops and me. We're Carolina fans.
Because it's all right. Long story short is, I grew up in Raleigh, and then I graduated, and then I went to school in Durham. And I also, the whole time, I was working in Chapel Hill. So it's like, I was always in Raleigh, in Durham, and Chapel Hill. I would see the fans are pretty much the same.
Yeah.
It's just different. All right, you like red, you like dark blue, you like light blue. All the fans are the same. They're hardcore. And I'm just like, yo, whatever. They're all pretty good.
Yeah. So one of my favorite battle rappers is from T-Rex. He's from Raleigh.
T-Rex?
Is it
T-Top?
T-Top, excuse me. T-Top.
Yeah, I think he's from
that area, I guess.
He's from it's not Raleigh. It's kind of like out. I think it's like by Apex or something. I don't want to get it wrong, but yeah. We fucks with T-Top.
Yeah, I like him too. He be, especially if you're a white rapper and a battle rapper. He be slaying white rappers. Oh yeah,
I don't even.
He gets mad disrespectful and shit.
It's so funny because it's like you, as a white rapper. I mean, as a white battle rapper, you can only say so much. Like you can say some cool, clever shit. I've seen people say some shit, but you can't really like.
You can't go in,
nigga.
I swear, he like half his battles. I was like, why
you can't do no you so black type.
Nah, you can't.
It's not gonna rub people.
Yeah,
and people at them battles,
it's real street.
It's real street.
It's real street. So what got you into hip hop then?
Just growing up, I've kind of been into just music. I guess I never played instruments or anything, but I just like the sound of music.
Yeah. Kind of like me.
Yeah, my household was, my mother listened to gospel music.
Okay.
And then there's this radio station called K97.5. So that would be on too. So they would play like all the newest hip hop and R&B at the time.
Yeah.
It was like when I was real young, I was hearing Biggie, Diddy,
Yeah.
Jay-Z songs,
Yeah.
all that new stuff.
You know the
And
classics.
The classics. And like also Kirk Franklin and
Facts.
Fred Hammond and, the Clark sisters. So I just like music.
Yeah.
So growing up, I mean, fast forwarding, I think my first rap I tried to write in like camp. I was in camp. I was like 6 or 7 years old. It was so bad.
I mean, it was 6 and 7. How good could it have been? But
I only did it because
it's the fact that you started. That was your roots.
I only did it because the kids that I was around, they wanted to rap. So like, it was like, all right, we're gonna go over here and we're just gonna like come up with something. Give us 30 minutes. So me being the younger kid out of the group, I'm like, I want to rap too. I think the only line I could probably remember, I tried to rhyme flame with like a picture frame. That's all I remember.
But you was 6 though.
Yeah,
that's kind of fire.
Nah, I said it to them, and they was just like, "Get out of here."
I mean,
one of them pushed me over. So, I did it rapping then, and then high school, when I would have the whip, my friends would I would always have like all the newest like tunes or just like a different, like I would be listening to Cool Kids or Gym Class Heroes or Spitta, Currency. I'm sorry.
We know.
Wayne, early Wayne, and like Currency while he was with Wayne, with Cash Money or Young Money. And my friend was like, "Yo, if you just paid attention more on schoolwork as you did to music."
Was that a friend or a parent? Because that sounds like some parent shit.
No, it was my homie.
Oh, was it?
He's younger than me, but he's like way more mature. He's like, yo, if you paid that much more attention to schoolwork as you did to music, then you'd be a straight A student. I kind of took the opposite.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, he said I like music a lot. So I didn't start really writing music until like fresh out of high school anyways.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty cool. I mean, I think I'm not a musician by no stretch of the imagination. I cannot sing, can't play an instrument. I can't even dance. But that doesn't mean that I won't. That doesn't mean that I don't. And that doesn't mean that I don't feel like it. You know what I mean? So, but I do think I have a unique talent of being able to spot like good music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so, and I've said this many a time on the podcast, as a photographer, my biggest, the one line where I go, like sports players always want to be musicians and music sports players.
Yeah.
In that scenario, it would be, I love photography, but if I had the God-given talent to be a musician, I would do that in a heartbeat. I love music. For some reason, something about music from the beginning to the end and people don't respect it. I don't think it gets enough respect for the process. It's like, give me more, give me more, give me more. But and a lot of times I think they're like, appreciate what went into this.
And you have to kind of, well, I'll say for me, when I decided I actually wanted to write a song and put it out, is because I felt like I wasn't getting heard enough just on the regular. Like I always felt like I was being like, I don't want to like get sappy. Like I was always being looked over or just like second place, not the best. And it's like, yo, I got stuff I'm into too. And I feel like I could, express myself in this manner in a good way.
Yep.
So, I remember I made a mixtape called Potential just for that one reason. It was my first one.
Yeah.
And it was like, I feel like I got potential to like really make some good stuff eventually.
Right.
And like I put my all into it and I thought it was sounding great. And then I played it for my friends and it was like, yeah, keep grinding. You know what that means, right? Yeah, keep grinding. I hear you. And I was like,
not quite there yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me just keep going. So I don't know, man. If you ever decided you want to do music, you have to start somewhere. Like,
I tell people who start photography for the first time, and they go, so if somebody goes, oh, I love photography, right? Because, the love-hate relationship with Instagram is the fact that, we all share in the same medium.
Yeah.
So, like, I love photography before Instagram got here, and then now Instagram's here, everyone's on it, right?
Yeah.
But people think like, oh, I'm gonna buy this, and then the camera companies are really good at being able to do what Apple does with iPhones. Like, it's the exact same shit every year. But for some reason, I felt like I need to get the new one. I don't know. So they do the same thing with cameras, right? And they give you shit that you necessarily don't need, but you feel the need, like
because you feel like it'll enhance it,
right? So a lot of times, these camera companies they give you give you bundles, and then they make you say like, all right, well, like, this is $500, and people get the camera and they think, well, I got everything I need. Why my camera don't look like this? Because it takes about 1,000 photos for you to be able to take before you start to get nice, because you're gonna get lucky. Nice. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then sometimes you can have the camera gonna think for you. But you can't skip the process. If you really want to do this and do it right and do it well, even if it's amateur versus or a hobby versus being a professional, the camera's a beast. It can do a lot.
You have to start.
And same thing with music, right?
Yeah. You have to now, apparently, some people can just start rapping and take off and be amazing. That is possible.
It is unlikely though, right?
I'm not that, unfortunately, but like, I've been rapping for a while. Like, I would say close to 9-10 years.
Yeah. Same amount of years I've been doing the camera, doing photos.
Yeah. So, I feel like when you do it that way, like with your camera, you know what you like to take.
Yes.
You kind of you'll try some new stuff for sure. Mm-hmm. But you kind of know, all right, I'm going to hold it like this. I might hold my breath when I take the the picture so it don't move. Or, you have your own techniques and it's making you more of, you're mastering it.
Yep.
So that's how I'm handling like music and pretty much everything else. I'm just doing it and I'm doing it as much as I can, or I'm putting a lot of thought into things.
Yep.
And it just comes out great. I don't know how I got here, but
do you feel like you're being heard now with the music? Because you remember you say you're getting overlooked. You feel like you're getting people starting to.
Yeah, I think so.
Is it hitting that?
Recently, within like the past couple years.
Yeah.
Especially when I really like the Today project, which is that song I play for you. I think I really kind of got on with that project more so than before, because I don't think I fell off, or I don't think I was worse. Mm-hmm. I just think
you refining your style or whatever, or?
Yeah, but as far as like getting people to hear it,
okay,
I guess my approach was just a little bit different.
Okay. How you mean though? Like from what to what though? Like how would you get people? Would you like just put your shit on SoundCloud or something and then like say, hey,
it's out,
yeah.
I mean, yeah, kind of. Even like back then, I would have like release dates. Like, yo, my tape is dropping such and such day.
Yeah. Because it felt good.
Yeah, like, yo, all right, here's the countdown. Yeah. And, I would get some feedback. I would get some pretty cool feedback, but it wouldn't be like I would be out. And so, like, yo, I heard your project.
Yeah.
That shit was dope.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be any of that. And then the Today project, I just dropped it. And I remember I was out like at a taco spot and somebody was like, yo, you're Seph Dot, right? Yo, I really rock with that tape. And I was like, huh.
That felt good.
Yeah. And then like I started making merch for it. I had like a week or two later, I had like a release party. People came, people bought like merch, and like I was getting shows off of it. So I don't know initially what was different. I can't really tell you.
So
it just happened.
The one thing when we was playing the song, the one thing I said to you, I was like, oh man, one of my favorite, like, I can't say favorite, but there was a moment where I was fucking with him hard. Yeah. It was Paul Wall, right? Yeah. And it was like in that sitting sideways, and both, sipping on from fold. I felt like he had a lane, and I fucked with it. I think it was a little bit before his time, because like, I think if he was out right now doing that shit, it'd pop a lot more than it is.
Because it would just hit. Like,
because one of my favorite songs by him is it's not even his song, it's Kanye's song. It's called
Drive Slow.
Homie.
It is like one of the best songs. Like top 10 best songs of all time.
Drive Slow, homie.
It's just crazy.
The beat, everything.
For the longest, I didn't even know that was Paul Wall. I thought that was Slim Thug.
Did you?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
But I didn't.
Yeah, he had it lean, and then it
was amazing.
It was like he was here, he was gone.
Yeah.
So when I heard that, I was like, oh, that kind of brought me back to the whole Paul Wall situation. At that time of my life when I was like, yo, I fucks with him heavy.
Right.
I'm on that I-95, peak, holla at me, something like that.
Yeah.
It is that little, because I'm not from the South, but like that Texas like accent and that Texas swag, I kind of fucks with. You know who also fucks with it too? A$AP Rocky. If you ever listen to ASAP Rocky, he tell you like a lot of his like idols growing up, music wise, weren't New York artists; they were Houston artists.
Yep.
So and you kind of hear it in his music and how he does things. But yeah. So so next to the next thing that's the next part of the multifaceted, what makes you multifaceted is when we had and you remember this when we had I had Blue on, she was wearing that exact same shirt you're wearing right now.
Yeah.
And what exactly she said? She said I got a
Seph Dot on my dollar.
On my dollar. Yeah. And I was like, oh, it's cool. I was like, oh, it's a dollar shirt. But then you came in, you was like, no, that's me.
On the dollar bill.
On the dollar bill.
Yeah, it's a $3 bill because I'm the third, so the number 3 is even when I explain like, I got like 3 main things to focus on. The number 3 is just always relevant to me. So
yeah,
I think it's just my number.
You believe in the number path? I forgot.
Well, like supreme mathematics and stuff like that.
Because that's actually my number 3.
Okay. I believe in it.
Numerology, I think it's called numerology.
Sure. Yeah. Like, I believe in it. There's not a lot of things I don't like believe in. I don't know. I don't want to say believe like I worship it or something.
No, I get you.
Like
you find truth in them.
Yeah. You could tell me some stuff and I'd be like, you know what? That sounds like that could be.
You sound like a musician.
That sounds like that could be a thing. It sounds real. Like even like ghosts. If somebody were to try to explain to me about ghosts, I would tell them, you know what? I don't doubt that.
First of all, ghosts are actually real.
See?
I do believe that.
And you can give me why would you fuck with a ghost?
I don't fuck with them.
Yeah, why would you? But it's like, I believe it. Like, if that tissue just fell over, I'd be like, you know what?
Yeah, podcast over.
It's not even, but yeah, as far as numbers, like, it's definitely like solid truth. And like, you know, I think 3 is like knowledge, wisdom, understanding.
Yeah.
That's supreme mathematics, right? You start a cipher and you go 1 and 2 and 3, and that's like 3, you know, the Holy Trinity. 3 is just apparent in a lot of things, and I think 333 means something.
Yep.
And like, I just really fucks with it. So I literally put all of me into.
It's a fire design. It's actually pretty cool that you have a story behind it.
Yeah.
What made you want to start the line though? Like, what made you want to start the merch and?
I just feel like you have to do. When you're an artist like me, I would say, you have to.
What does that mean, artists like you? What is that? What are you talking about?
So I don't want to say gimmicky, but I don't do anything gimmicky.
Right.
I like to do stuff pure. Right. I want everything to feel pure and organic. Yeah. So when I come to you, I don't want you to ask, okay, so what you think? You know what I mean? Yeah. I want to give you all like, all right, I'm an artist. I actually make my own merch and I sell it and I wear it. I have my own like accessories. I refer to it in my songs. Like it's all inclusive with me. So I felt like, you know, I want to give people a whole package than just a song.
All right. Give people more to think about. That's actually the same thing I'm doing here with the Views podcast
and the radio
and the playlist. I want you to remember. Oh, there you go. Those are 3.
Yeah.
All right. So I want you to keep remembering the word views, and I want you to think when you think about views, you think about good music, good artists, good everything. You know what I mean? And it's weird too because this wasn't supposed to be all about musicians, which is kind of weird. It was supposed to be about everyone, and you know, inclusive. I know I've been musician heavy, and I just feel like I just vibe with them a little bit better. You know what I mean?
We're cool. By the way, I feel like I didn't say this.
Yeah,
I definitely need to say this.
Yeah,
I am Seph Dot from the Bushes.
But was I supposed to say that the whole thing?
No. You didn't have to.
Okay,
like I'm supposed to
explain that. I'm
supposed to tell the world that I'm from the Bushes because I am.
Okay, explain that.
So the Bushes is the umbrella. It's the collective of creatives and like-minded individuals. It just so happens to be my best friends. So it's me, Black Doggy Bush, Jim, my homie Osho from the Bushes, DJ Earl Grey. I mean, he's a part of the Bushes now. So it's just growing within my circle of people. And the term Bushes is like we came out of nowhere. It seems like we came out of nowhere. You know? Yeah. We've been doing our thing for a while, but to the masses, it seems like we just popped up. It came from nowhere. And if you want to just like take the word Bushes and just, it sounds like a band. We move like a band. Sounds presidential. We want to move as such. Just take it wherever you want to take it.
Okay, so now that you mentioned that, I got a question popped up in my head. I didn't get a chance to go to Bush Fest.
I wanted you to go there.
So this is how I realized that I need the personal assistant part, like Siri, of my phone, because when I put it in for the week after, and so I was expecting to go. I had planned to go.
Already happened.
And how I found out, Twitter, I was like, oh, what the fuck?
It's crazy. I didn't even know it was on Twitter. Like, I don't be on Twitter that much. Yeah. I know it was on Instagram, like crazy.
I saw it on Twitter. I saw it on Instagram. Yeah. But that's how I found out that I had the wrong date. And I was like, what the fuck? How did I literally put it in my phone.
There's going to be another one.
Good. I'm definitely going to that one. Tell me how that started. Tell me why you started it. Tell me, how'd you came up with the, because I heard it was dope. And it was right after Made From Scratch, right?
It was right after Black Mecca.
Black Mecca. Yeah. That's what it was.
Made From Scratch did happen like earlier
in the summer,
maybe like a month or two.
Yeah. It was like 3 or 4 that I was like, I want to go to all of these because it's pretty dope. Yeah. I had found out about it originally from Ryan when he was with Creative Loafing.
Yeah, we did
Oh, did y'all do something together?
Well, it was for Side Note, and he called me just to put some input on how I know Side Note. And she told him she was part of Bush Fest, so then we came and did like a little podcast.
Word.
Yeah.
So he told me about it, and that's when I put it in my phone. And then when we had Blue on, I was like, yeah, I'm going to be at Bush Fest.
And she killed it. Everybody killed it.
I bet y'all did. And I was just so mad that I didn't do it. So again, tell me about why you wanted to. What was your mindset? What was everybody from the Bushes? Tell me what y'all was thinking about when y'all decided to do the whole festival.
Okay, so we really want to be we're tired of sitting around waiting for people to come find us.
Preach.
So we have the means and we have the talent, and we have the, resources to make something happen for ourselves. Yep. There's no time like the present.
Yep.
And we also know a lot of other creatives who, probably feel the same way. So let's just make our own. It started off like, let's just have these little small gatherings called Bush parties. Which we're still going to do eventually. Just little small, more intimate things. But eventually it just grew into, hey man, let's just go a festival. Like, let's make it bigger. Let's have Bush Fest, Let's just knock it out the park, do everything we can for it. Just like if we were on someone else's bill, they would want us to do the same thing for their event. Let's just put all that energy into our own event. And it kind of just grew from there. I know it sounds kind of short and simple, but it really let's just do something for ourselves for once.
That's one reason why I fucks with the younger generation right now. Is because where everybody in my generation, which is still a millennial, just the back end of it, right?
Yeah.
But
I'm not that young either. I'm like mid-20s, so
doesn't make a difference.
Okay.
That whole spectrum of millennial go from 18 to fucking 35 or something like that. So
millennials.
Yeah. So when I was growing up, a lot of cats, you did things, but a lot of cats was like, you had people who wasn't like, you guys are more like confident in a sense in a lot of things, like, or in a good way. I mean, it's in a good way. So arrogant that you don't think you can fail. You're like, if I fail, who cares? You know what I'm saying? And you guys will go out there and create this magic, like these festivals. I mean, I think the last time I went to 3 of them. One was NC Music, I think it was. Then I went to Made From Scratch, and I went to 2 of them. No, I went to a Breakaway Fest. And I'm gonna tell you the difference between the ones I went to, and that was local artists, and the one I went to, it was major. Yeah, it was just a budget. There was nothing different from what I saw from yours. It was just a budget. Breakaway Fest had a bigger budget. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So they was able to hire more mainstream artists, and they had a name. Otherwise, I didn't see a difference. You guys respect the fact that the process. You guys put on a good show, and it's like, That's fucking awesome.
And our tickets weren't like crazy. Our tickets were cheap.
Nah.
Our tickets were cheap. So, I mean, but like our turnout was amazing. We just got to figure out what can we do for the people to really want them to feel like they have to come. Yeah. Like, it's something you got to see. Because all of the artists that were on the card,
yeah,
fucking bananas. We're all, if you just look at the lineup from the last Bush Fest and you see what all those artists are doing right now,
yeah,
you'd be like, what? How did I miss the first one?
Yeah.
Like, you know, you had Nige Hood on here.
Yeah.
You had Blue on here. You already know about those artists.
Yep. Yep. And then plus on top of that, you get to learn about new.
Yeah.
The difference between when I was growing up also and now is when you would like listen to somebody's mixtape, you would have to like literally put it. It was an effort. You had to put the CD in and you had to buy it $2.
Yeah.
And I ain't paying you $2 for this shit. I don't even know what it's gonna sound like.
Yeah.
Now you just go on SoundCloud and you can just fall in love with an artist. You know what I'm saying? Or you can go on Apple Music. Like, it's just so crazy.
Music is amazing, man.
It's so much, man. And it's like, you can't get enough, you know? So that's what I was saying earlier. I just hope, people just appreciate the fact the hard work it goes to make one song, let alone 7 or 8 or 9.
Yeah.
And then you you then appreciate people like yourself. Like you said, multifaceted. You are making music for a purpose. You're making your own merch, right? You're putting on other people, you know what I'm saying, with a festival. Like, how can you not want to get behind?
You said it. That's how I honestly, I feel like that.
Yeah.
You know, I'm an Aries. Like I said, I don't really believe in that, but I can see some truth in it. But like, I kind of take stuff to heart.
Yeah.
Maybe to an extreme.
You're an artist, my dude.
Yeah, so it's like,
I'm sensitive about my shit
some
too.
stuff like kind of hurts my feelings.
Yeah.
But it's like, I get it. But it's like, how could you not? Like, I don't even want to talk about me specifically because I know like the dope shit that I be doing, but like certain people that I see that I don't get what they deserve, I be like, how could you not fuck with this person?
Yep.
Like, you say you're into this type of stuff, and this person like does all of that stuff, and you kind of just,
oh, trust me, I do the same thing.
You kind of just go off and rock with somebody who doesn't really care who you are, or isn't really thinking about you. But I know artists that like really put their all into what they do, and if anything, I would just want to help catapult that more.
In today's time where everything is like so 5 minutes ago, it's hard to stay the long course, right? Yeah. So you never know once. The beautiful thing about the internet is you be on SoundCloud. You ever go on your SoundCloud and you go, oh shit, somebody in Russia heard my shit. Oh, somebody in Korea heard my shit. And it could be one person, and that shit'll make you feel. You don't know. I don't know how long you have to be on the track before SoundCloud registers that as a right. Like, I don't know. Is it 30 seconds?
I don't know either.
Is it half a minute? Is it 2 seconds?
I always question what generates that one listen.
But it makes you feel good to know that someone actually appreciates the work you put into it, even if it's one person. And I know.
I like that organic feel, like,
yes,
because I didn't I didn't buy listens.
Yes, I didn't fake it. I didn't go out there and hack this shit.
No, I didn't hack it. Like, my hacking is putting in the work and hoping that you see the work, and you're gonna see the work.
Yeah,
like that's the thing. Like, you're gonna see the work. It's just a matter of, are you gonna acknowledge it?
Okay, man. Ask you this question then. So, what did you learn from mistakes wise from the first Bush Fest? From that you're gonna learn from for the next one, or do differently for the next one?
I would say I'm kind of bad at communication, so I work on communication a little bit more as far as like internally.
Yeah.
Promoting,
that's a bitch right there,
dude.
That's
like, if you ask me, I think we did everything right promoting wise.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, we had like promo videos.
Yep.
We had interviews.
The promo video, the one I'm thinking about, is the dude who's actually in like a field.
Yeah.
Dark skinned cat.
Yeah.
How'd y'all come up with that? Because that shit was funny and clever and like cool.
We wanted to just feel groovy because when you hear the Bushes, it just sounds like
some 70s shit.
70s like Woodstock or something like that. So we just wanted to play off that. Like I'm in there too. There's 3 of those videos.
Okay, I think I seen one.
Yeah.
Describe the other 2.
So did you just see one when like dudes were dancing?
Yeah, I think they were dancing. Okay, so I think I did.
I'm in those. I'm wearing a fro.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
So we have one of them where it's like me, Seph Dollar Tree, and my homie Black Doggy. I think his name was something Bush Weathers or something like that.
Yeah.
But we were just explaining what Bushfest is, the date, who's performing, and stuff like that. And then there's one where we're just like dancing and it's just music. And it's like Bushfest, October 6th.
Okay, I did see all of them. Yeah.
And then there's another one where it's kind of just like a dumb like scene that you would see from like an old like 70s show. It's like, yo, the acting's kind of trash. It's like, like he's just staring off into nowhere.
Yeah.
And like I walk up to him. We're in the woods. Yeah. I just walk up to him and I'm like, son, what are you doing? He's like, just thinking about the lineup at Bushfest.
I did see that one.
It's gonna be lit.
I did see that one.
We was like,
huh. Yeah, I did see that one. Did y'all have like a production meeting and came up with this? Or y'all just like, yo, let's just roll with it?
So we're all so creative.
Yeah.
Dude, we went to art school. Me and Black, we went to art school. So we really know how to do all this stuff. Like,
yeah.
We know how to use a camera. Like, I'm not gonna say I'm even close to you.
Nah, please.
But like, we know the concept of you had to take 1,000 pictures to even get one good one. We know it takes time. We know the process.
Yeah.
We know how to like put videos together and stuff. But so we just came together on this idea and was like, all right, let's go get some like old clothes and just act this shit out. And our homegirl, she's in Durham. Her name's Radical Presence. She shot it and did the coloring and the treatment for it. We just gave her the idea because we wanted to include. We really tried to include creatives, even in the process. You know, I'm a graphic designer, so I made the flyer, of course. But
I didn't see. That's another thing that makes you more multifaceted. I didn't know that you was a designer, a graphic designer.
Oh yeah, for Dello, McFly Fresh, I'm the lead designer for that. Like in DRC, most of the stuff, recent stuff, I designed it.
Again, did not know that. I did not know that. That is. Yeah, I was today years old when I found that out. Wow.
Oh, look at that shirt.
Yeah, I was going to ask you. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, like, and that's another thing, man. It's really hard for me not to try. Like, I try to keep it simple because I don't want to come off as cocky. But, you know, I do a lot of stuff.
When it's true, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, so certain stuff, and me and him, we came together on designing. We made merch for the show. We had 2 shirts. Yeah. One of them was like and it's like 2 leaves that are shaped in a heart. Like, I love Bush. And on the back, it's the bushes. And then we have a bush.
What color was that shirt?
It was this color, like kind of tan.
I see somebody. I think I see. Does Blue have one?
She might. I think she does.
I think I might have seen her wearing it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we had a purple one. So, you know, we just came up with the ideas organically and just outsourced if we needed to, or we just did it in house. I remember we stayed up like 2 nights straight making the shirts.
Do you actually print them out yourself?
Yeah.
One-stop shop.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all niggas. Oh, God damn, I need to get on my grind.
Self-made, man. Self-made, bro.
That's one thing Dello was talking about that I loved about it. He was like, man.
He taught me a lot of that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, if you do it yourself, you cut out. And that's true because nowadays with everyone wanting to come out with a t-shirt line or whatever, t-shirts themselves have gone through the fucking roof.
Yeah.
I mean, it's to the point where like if you, I was thinking about giving listen to my podcast shirts, right? Because the podcast I had before this was called.
I mean, you know who to reach out for that too.
Yeah, I definitely do.
We got you.
Yeah, I know.
We got you, bro.
So when we had so this how crazy it was because we had went to who was it? I forgot. One of those classic make your t-shirts online or whatever.
Yeah,
the t-shirt I want to be
like
in
Vistaprint or something like that.
Yeah. It wasn't Vistaprint though. It was somebody else. I can't think of it. I'm having a brain fart, but it was like $40 for a shirt for a tee, my nigga. Yeah. $40.
So how much you guys sell that shirt for? If you were selling it?
If I was selling it, so now we're talking about what? This is making $10. Probably talking about $50.
That's what Della was talking about on your podcast.
Yes,
yeah, he broke that down to you. So
and then when I was and then it made sense, you know, because if you buy the t-shirt, like let's say, now it's still costly. So like, you know, if you go to a wholesaler and get a t-shirt, you're gonna have to get them in 12. So obviously, but per shirt, if you do it yourself, you can bring the cost down. So yeah, that was a lesson I learned, and I was able to take it from when he was telling me about that too. And a lot of cats nowadays, man, let me ask you this though. I noticed that, and I can only talk about here. I don't know how it is in Raleigh or in the Triangle. A lot of people, I love it. It's beautiful. Everybody is like selling shit. Do you feel like everybody, the same amount of people, are buying shit? Because there's a lot of people like, I'm just going to do things for myself, but no one's buying. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm missing it. I'm not even in the loop, so I could be talking out of pocket.
Yeah, you're kind of right. Like, I don't think enough people are buying what everyone is selling. That makes sense.
That's what
like even, you know, I've had Collective, which is, you know, the lifestyle brand, the accessory brand.
Thank you again.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you.
If y'all don't know, he's laced up in some Collective.
I'm dripping right now.
Yeah, he's dripping.
I'm dripping.
You know,
I'm gonna take a picture of it.
There's a song called Bombay on SoundCloud by me.
Yeah.
And it's everyone's favorite song, and I say something about Collective on there. So y'all should.
We definitely gonna play that.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just a slow process. You have to show people that you're consistent. I think that's what it is, because there's so many people that are coming out and doing stuff.
Yeah.
You don't know if they're going to be here today, gone tomorrow. So I think what people really, whether they know it or not, what people really just gravitate towards, obviously, if something's popular, you got the right face wearing it.
Yeah.
A lot of people are going to go to it for that. But if it's not that, they want to see that, okay, this brand has actually been putting out stuff, and they're actually showing me that they want my business. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Like, you know, they're at pop-ups.
Yeah.
They're not going away, because I get it. Everyone doesn't have money all the time to just buy some stuff.
Yeah.
But if you know this person that has a brand has been putting their all into it, and you really want to support, not just saying, yeah, I'm gonna fuck with it and never fuck with it.
Yeah.
Like, you'll spend your money for it. Something like that, I think. And you gotta show people you're professional too.
Professionalism is not dead, right?
It shouldn't be dead.
It should not be dead.
I think, you know, that's gonna get you to the next level. Like, even this, you know, I gave your co-host a shirt.
Yeah.
I forgot to iron it, and it's like rubbing me the wrong way. I'm like, ugh, I should have, you know.
No, but here's the thing. Here's the save. The font, the way the shirt looks, it goes with the font.
Yeah.
If you didn't say anything, I would have thought this was on purpose.
Oh, wow.
I would have thought that was definitely on purpose. Like, it was just, that's just how it comes.
But yeah, so, I mean, you know, I think you also got to be around the right people to know this type of stuff. Like, you know, I keep name dropping, but being around Dello, he shows me kind of how you should move when you have your own thing. You're trying to push it. Like, we screen print live at mad events.
Definitely.
To show people that we are consistent. You know, we actually get stuff done. We can show you that we get it done.
I love that screen printing thing, because that he does at the shows, because it makes you more emotionally attached to the shirt you bought, and now that brand, his brand is now emotionally connected to you.
Right. And for me, it's like, for my stuff, and with the bushes, like I said, bushes is the umbrella. Everything under it is like, okay, I'm Seph Dot and I do this, but the bushes, and then, you know, you got everybody else. But
it's good to have a team.
Exactly. So it's like, I try to tie things into everything.
Yeah.
I name drop Collective as often as I can in my music. So even if you don't own Collective, if you like the song and you say that line, it's gonna make you kind of want Collective.
Yeah.
Like, one time my friend was like, when you have no collective on your wrist, because I say like wrist, collective on my wrist.
Yeah.
Like, and that's people's favorite part. It was like, yo, when you have no collective on your wrist. So she's like, I got to get some.
Yeah.
Because I can't sing the song without saying it. So it's like, you know how Pharrell has all the things that he has.
Yeah.
He wears it. He lives it. And it kind of makes you want to just get it, because he's so for it.
Yeah.
You got to be so for your shit.
Hey, how you say you were from Raleigh, in that area? Tell me, what is it about growing up in Raleigh? Because when I used to spend summers in Raleigh. I think Raleigh has changed so much since I was growing up and coming and spending.
Around what time? You don't have to give me like a year.
No, this is like the middle of the 90s.
Late 90s?
Late 90s.
Yeah, okay.
I used to come down after school.
Yeah,
summertime.
But late 90s Raleigh is different than it is now.
And that's the crazy. Okay, now I say that too, but I also say that was that time frame too. That's when I was a young boy. You know what I'm saying? Like we talking or preteens, stuff like that.
Okay, yeah, I was little, but I remember.
Yeah, and then I used to come down during the 2000s, early 2000s, stuff like that. And every so often we'd come down. It didn't feel like. It didn't fit. What I remember and what I hear people telling me, because I've experienced Raleigh's. I've been in Charlotte for 13 years now, and I've not gone back to Raleigh to experience the new Raleigh. And so it's always weird. Yeah, it's always weird when I hear it, because my first thought is, Raleigh mad country. Like, what are you talking about? And then you come now and it's like, nah, nigga, this shit is popping.
Bro, Raleigh is country, but it's not that country.
Right.
Garner is country.
Yeah.
Like,
and then people say about Durham. I remember going to Durham. It's like, it's crazy. Now
Durham's interesting.
I'm hearing how all this is changing. I'm going, I need to experience it. And then from afar, sometimes you can romanticize about certain places, right? So like being in Carolina, I just love how like Durham, how the artists in Durham all come together, and they, and they. What's the brand that's out there? I was following for a minute. I can't think about it. Runaway brand.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like. Yeah. So tell me, what's the vibe out in Raleigh, man? Like, do you do shows out there? Do you go home and try to,
So I would love. I've done the most shows in Charlotte that I've done in my whole life.
Okay.
I've done a couple shows in Durham, and I think I've done like 2 shows in Raleigh. And the second one was top of the year, end of last year, when it snowed.
Okay.
What snowstorm was that?
Ticket pick. It had a name?
I think so. I only know that because at the show, it was some cool people that I was performing with. They was like, yo, fuck Diego.
Oh, shit.
It was snowing. I was like, who the fuck is Diego? Like, it's a storm. So, yeah. So, do you want me to talk about growing up there or just like the music scene?
I mean, tell me your impression. You can talk about whatever you want to talk about, yeah.
So, for my impression of Raleigh from growing up there, it's like it's a melting pot. I'm from Raleigh, North Carolina. Do I even sound Southern?
I was going to say that. I've met a lot of people from Raleigh.
Now, hear me out. I grew up in, quote unquote, the hood, and then moved kind of to a lot of things. Like in Raleigh, the suburbs in Raleigh is just a bunch of hood people in them. So it's like
that
so
is true.
We moved from the quote unquote hood, Kingwood to be exact, Savannah Drive. We moved to like down the street to a nicer neighborhood, but it was still hood people there. So it's just a melting pot of just a lot of different type of people, I guess. Like you get a lot of people from New York and Raleigh.
That's what people tell me all the time too.
And like
a lot of people from New York has family from Raleigh.
I still had North Carolina, New York connect. I don't really understand it, but I think I get it.
Oh, you think
it's like
it's 95.
Right. But it's like. So growing up in the hood, my mom there's this elementary school called Bug Elementary School where all the neighborhood kids would go.
Yeah.
But she sent us to this magnet school like in the city. It was called Wiley Elementary. I used to call it Raleigh Elementary because it wasn't a private school or anything. But like at that school, I was just introduced to a lot of different like type of people: white, black, Asian, Jewish, Hispanic, and they were all like my friends. So the way I grew up, like. There was no real Southern accent around, not even in the neighborhood. Like the kids sounded like me to an extent because we're all just kids running around. And what do you really sound like?
Yeah.
So my view on it is like it's just a melting pot. Like you get everything. People think I'm from like up north for some reason.
Well, I can see that. From what I was told that. All right, so my family that's from Raleigh. They have deep Southern accents, right? So that's not their story.
And my whole family's from Georgia too, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's like Childish Gambino. He's from Atlanta, but his family's from New York. So it's weird because he doesn't have a Southern accent either. No. But from the time I spent in Raleigh, and my man tells me all the time, he says, because of the schools and the whole. So if you take North Carolina, this is what I was explaining to me. If you take North Carolina, you split it in half. said Raleigh feels more like an East Coast city. Like most people there, feel like they feel East Coast, and then more people from Charlotte feel Southern Atlanta. You know what I'm saying?
Closer to
maybe, I don't know if that's exactly true or not, but it just feel more country here. But I do know that when
it does feel more country here.
Yeah.
Than what I seen in Raleigh. Like it's not. I don't really get a Southern feel when I'm in Raleigh.
That's crazy.
Like here, you got artists who like really push the fact that they're Southern. Yeah. Like I'm country, like I guess I'm
like
country.
Elevated J.
Yeah, Elevated. I guess I'm country too, but I don't got it. Like unless I like really turn up and I'm just like really talking. Yeah. But then I'll tap into more of a Georgia slang because that's where my family's from. Like they say nah instead of now. In like, parts of Georgia, so you like you crazy now, you talking crazy, like you're like, but like I can't really say it and sound like authentic unless I'm just not even thinking about it. But when I just talk,
is that where your music influences come from too? Like did you decided that you was just gonna pick? Like, how did you come up with your sound?
Yeah, I brought all of that together.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, just because I love Southern music, Outkast, Currency, Wayne. But I also was just into, if it sounded really good to me, like I just interested in it.
Yeah.
I wasn't growing up. I wasn't really into New York rap unless it was like Mobb Deep. But it's only that one song, Shook Ones. I know that song like from top to bottom. And just like certain songs, like I liked 99 Problems by Jay-Z. I like that song, My Fab, Breathe. So it was just like, oh man, I really like that. Wow, like, okay. At the time, I'm not thinking I want to be a rapper. I'm just internalizing it like, okay, I really like that sound. I like that vibe. Yeah. So when it was finally time for me, I feel like I have more of a groovy, like, attack on things. Like I would more so rather just groove on a track, but I can like really rap on a track too. So I feel like I could just do that.
Yo, you ever listen to Team Backpack? You ever watch those videos?
No.
So they do like backpack. No, not backpack, but they do ciphers, and but it's mostly West Coast. Yeah. So one thing I like about Team Backpack is like they go across from New York to LA, to the Bay, to Arizona, to the South, and like that. And then when you start hearing different people's, like for instance, I got into so I used to follow this videographer. He goes by Buff Nerds, right? And when he first started, like, it's almost creepy how much of this man's story I know. But he used to go to Arizona State University, whatever, or Arizona University, whatever, and he would just do videos, and then he would like do tutorials. That's back when I wanted to be a videographer and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so I watched his videos, and then he would get better and better. And mind you, he had access to get it we didn't have because he went to school, and so he would like so he did a video for a guy named Kyle. You know Kyle.
Super duper
Kyle.
Okay, yeah.
So they used him and Futuristic. You know Futuristic? Short Cat, Arizona, also. You know him. If I showed you his stuff, you know. But anyway, them two he would do both their videos, and so now and then I think Kyle's video. I think he did the first one I went. That was back when MTV and VH1 was still putting out videos and BT.
I love those days.
Yeah, remember those days?
I want one of my videos on one of them shits.
Yeah.
Can y'all still do that?
Facts. Like, yo, why we gotta go to YouTube
like
for this?
MTV Raps, I need something on there.
For real.
Or is it Jam? I don't know what it's called. But
it's the 106. You know, what was the shit after school? MTV, whatever. Anyway, one of his songs was on there. It was, I think, Lemonade. He did a song called Lemonade. He was up there. And so that's how I found out about him, and that's how I got hooked on to the Phoenix area. I don't know what you call that area. They rap scene. So, but if you listen to it now, you can see, like, I like the part that people can like love where they're from, but don't sound like where they're from, and you can hear influences from other people.
You won't hear anybody from Raleigh who sounds like they're from Raleigh.
Nah, that is very true. I don't know what is the Raleigh sound in
music or in just having I can tell a Raleigh person, a real Raleigh person from Raleigh, if they still hold on to like the Raleigh slang. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people from Raleigh, they move and they just, get other slang. Like, we didn't say cap in Raleigh.
That's true.
So but a lot of people from Raleigh say cap now, but
I got my
instead of calling chicks thoughts,
Yeah.
they used to call them biddies.
Biddies.
Yeah. So it's like if you heard someone say biddies, you'd be like, oh, you must be from like Raleigh or something.
I like that.
We call them shrubs though, because it's bush lingo.
Shrubs.
Yeah. If it's a group, it's shrubbery. Yeah.
Yo, my man is from Philly, and hanging around this nigga all the time. I started picking up the word John.
I know we said John in Raleigh too, but I don't know if that's where we got it from.
I know it's a deep Philly thing, and so like even when I go back home, I talk to niggas back home, they be like, "Yo, stop with that John shit." I'm like, "Yo, I can't help it. It fits."
See, so that's the thing. Like it's just. Are you asking what is the Raleigh sound? There isn't one.
There isn't one.
There isn't one.
Yeah.
People it's more of just the people and the energy that they're giving you.
Yeah.
Than it is like my homie Brassius, he's from Raleigh and he has a totally different sound from anybody.
Yeah.
So you can never put a finger on.
How'd you link up with Blue? How'd that happen?
It's funny. We follow each other on Instagram. And because I followed her because I was like, her page is cool.
Yeah.
I guess she followed me back because she was like, my page is cool. She DM'd me and she was like, yo, you seem like somebody I should know.
That sounds like somebody. That sounds like
I was like, yo, I was thinking the same thing. My name's Seph. Dope. We should link on some creative shit. You know how that conversation goes.
Yep.
It could happen, could not happen, but if it doesn't, it's like, I'm not upset about it. So we both had this job. We worked at a restaurant. I'm not about to put them on.
Nah.
I quit that job like 4 months ago. So now I'm self-sufficient. For now, it's hard, man. It really is. But anyway.
It definitely is.
It's so hard. By Collective and everything else that I got.
We're going to plug that towards the end.
Yeah, facts. So I'm coming into work one day and she's sitting there getting interviewed by like the manager. And I'm like,
I wish you can see the stare and the point right now.
Yeah, like, oh yeah, but yeah, I forgot there's some cameras on. Like, I point, like, I give that. What's that one meme? He's a hooper and he has like that weird puzzled face. And he's like question marks. What's his name?
Nick Young.
Nick Young. I made that face kind of, and I was like, and she just nodded because she was getting interviewed or whatever. So after the interview, I'm like, yo, it was still fuzzy to her.
Was y'all both looking like this, like that Spider-Man meme when y'all both was dressed up and pointing at each other?
It took a second for her, but I knew exactly who she was. And I was like, yo, it's me, Seph. She's like, oh, what's good? Right then and there, we were just cool.
Yeah.
Tight. Like, we've done shows together.
Yeah.
Like, Common Market usually has like Hip Hop Wednesdays.
Yep.
We had an Indigo Bush edition last year.
Word.
Shut that shit down, man. That's my dog. I fuck with her.
How I met her was
and the whole team.
Yeah, Indigo Music, right?
Yo, they're amazing.
How I met her was one day I didn't even actually meet her in person yet at that time. I follow she was doing a video. Actually, yeah, I was at Black Market, not Black Market, Camp North End. I was at Camp North End, and that's back when the other buildings were open.
Yeah.
And I saw the Henna and the other guy, I can't think of his name. They were like setting up.
Oh, Hanin?
Hanin, excuse me. Hanin.
Great as whoa. She's
yeah.
Great.
I don't know.
She shot helium balloon. Have you seen that video?
No, but you guys send it to me.
Okay.
Yeah, send it to me.
She shot it. Great.
So I saw them setting up, and then I didn't know what they were setting up for. And then so this will happen like about a month, like about 2 weeks later. I was on the gram, and I saw the video.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was on Twitter, and I saw the video. And I was like, oh shit, that's the video. So I listened to the song, and my first thought was, oh, this shit is hot. This shit is really hot. Mm-hmm. Then the visuals is really hot. Mm-hmm. Then I got and then I told her, I said the next thought that I had was, why this shit only 2 minutes? 2 minutes of shade. I wanted more. And so I reached out and I just, hey, yo, if I see something, like, if I see your shit is dope, I'm like, yo, your shit is dope. Like, kind of like how you, with y'all kind of situation.
Mm-hmm.
Then I was like, I got a podcast, love to have you on. And then the first day, I said, yeah, love to have you on. I said, but you know what? I would love to shoot, let's get together and do that. And then that was over the summer. And so we shot and it was nothing major. We were just in an alley, and the shit came out so fire. Mm-hmm. And she was just like so hyped about it, and I was hyped about it. And then that's how we linked, and then we did the podcast.
She's pure, man. She's like
very pure.
She's great. Every time I see her and I see the crew, the energy is just so. Like I said, it's just genuine, man.
Yeah.
And sometimes you'll get those people that are like, yeah, man, yeah, I fucks with you, yeah. And you're like, all right, I know you're saying this, but you gotta be.
Yeah, I love it when you lie to me and tell me my eyes are dreaming.
Yeah, bro, like.
Stop lying.
So the song Bombay, it was one of their birthday parties, and we went to like a pool or something.
Yeah.
So I'm walking up, and I lied to you not. I don't know how many people are in the Indigo Collective, but it was like 6 or 7 of them, just all chilling.
Yeah.
I walk in, and they start singing the song. 24 shots, 24 shots. I got like they just singing, like they're like smiling, laughing, like. And I'm like, yo, are they fucking with me? Like, are they making fun of me? Like, I feel like they, like, you know what I mean? Because it's like, it was so much energy that was just pure that I didn't know how to like calculate it at first. And then like every time I see them, it's the same love. So
yeah, she's very consistent. I've never met anybody else from the clique, but she's very consistent.
You got to. If you ever see her like at her shows, she's usually accompanied by like 3 or 4.
Actually, no. I did. We shot just recently, and I think her producer was there. I can't think of his name. Tall, skinny cat.
Trey.
Is it Trey?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was pretty cool too. Yeah, it was a pretty vibe. And like when we was shooting, we was on North Ground, and I got this this old phone booth that I just like is there, and I love the color, how blue it is, and I thought it was cool. She's blue, it's blue, and I didn't want to tell her that because I didn't want to, I just want to like let her know. I don't think I ever told her that too. And so we sitting there, and I was like, hey, it is weird because like as a photographer, you can tell her, hey, I need you to like jump up and down and do a split upside down, right? Yeah. And she'll do it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? She's like, cool, all right.
I actually prefer photographers to like do that.
Yeah.
Like, tell me what to do, because I don't fucking know. I'm going to do the same cool little face.
Yeah.
Maybe put my hand on my chin. I don't know, something stupid. Just as a photographer.
The Pinterest.
Yeah, looks. Like just tell the person what to do.
So
that's neither here nor there.
No, I feel you.
That's what I prefer.
Some people, that's hard for some people though. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's hard for me. Sometimes I like catching people in their moment.
Yeah.
But so we sitting on a phone booth, and I'm taking the picture, and like this homeless guy walks up, and it was like I was like, all right, well, I'm like, first thing I'm thinking is he's gonna ask for change. I don't have anything. I don't have any dollars on me. So now I start feeling bad, and I'm like, damn, I'm feeling bad. And I gotta tell him I don't got nothing. I'm like, unless you got a Square account and I can swipe my card, I ain't got nothing for you. So not only this guy, eventually he asked for it, but that wasn't his thing. He walked up to her and he was like, you're blue, right? And she was just like, yeah, how do I know you? And come to find out, I don't know where she used to work, and I don't even know if she went the story out there, but she would just have this conversations with this guy, and didn't care that he was homeless, didn't care anything else.
Right.
Just like, yo, I'm just gonna vibe with you. And he remembered her. He was actually walking the bus route, so I guess he was going up that way, and he just wanted to say hi. And I mean, he did ask you haven't changed. I mean, obviously, why wouldn't you? But that wasn't his main focus. He saw blue, crossed the street, wanted to say hello. Wasn't offended that she kind of didn't remember because it was some time back. But once she did, they talked for like 10 minutes, and then at that point we was losing sunlight. She was like, gotta finish this.
Yeah, she's a great ally, man.
Yeah, she definitely.
It's
that's
good
a good one.
It's good to have people like that. Just to know, even if it's not even on collabing, just to know.
Yeah,
like I bounce ideas off her every now and then. She tells me, she gives me a real answer.
Yeah, still sharp and still. Yo, it's been fun. I want to say thank you, Seph, for being on a pod. Even though Sherelle's not here right now, I want to say thank you for the merch, and she's going to say that she's definitely going to be appreciative of this. I was going to put that out there right now. Yeah, man. So at this point of the show, usually we tell people, like, yo, put out your social media where people can find you, all of that. And so
all right,
there you go.
Seph Dot here from the Bushes. We live. You can follow me on Instagram at Seph Dot, SEPHDOT. Instagram. Oh, what I say? Instagram already. Twitter, Seph Dollars, SEPHDOLLAS. I'm on SoundCloud, same SEPHDOT. I'm on also streaming platforms, Seph Dot, SEPH space DOT. Just be on the lookout. Follow Collective
Is there a website for Collective?
Yes. It's literally Collective
But you spell,
with a
how you
K.
spell
So
it?
it's KOLLEXTIVE.
Okay. I'm gonna put that in the bio.
Yeah.
Text me all of that. I'm gonna put it in the bio
Yes.
when I drop the episode where they can reach out to
Follow Collective. Follow The Bushes Live on Instagram. That's just The Bush. Keep you updated on everything Bush related.
You said it's the Bushes Live?
Yes, The Bush is live.
I'm gonna do that right now.
Yep. And that's really all I got. Please support whatever you see. Like, for me, definitely, please support me. But for anyone else, if you know someone who's really going hard for what they believe in and what they want to do, make sure you support them.
Definitely.
I can't
real
stress
friends,
that enough.
Real friends. I tell everybody every retweet counts.
Yeah.
And real friends support it.
They do.
Real friends.
They do.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially if I'm your friend, man. You should,
Definitely.
you know how it should be.
Well, listen, definitely follow the podcast. Views Radio episode 2 is coming out on the 13th. We got a lot of good feedback off of that.
It was smooth, man.
Thank you, man. Definitely. A lot of people was like, yo, you should definitely like do more and try to like, that's a lane. I was like, maybe it could be. I just know that, there are things that I want to do, and like you guys, I've drawn inspiration from you guys. Like, you can't wait for someone else to do it.
Can't.
You gotta just fucking do
You'll
it.
be waiting forever.
Fucking forever. Yeah, for real. So I decided, I was like, you know what? I think I can do this and this will be cool. So Views Radio episode 2 is coming out on the 13th, right before Valentine's Day and All-Star Weekend. And also follow us on Instagram at V_EWSE. V_EWS_. You can follow me on Instagram at Bird BYRD_EYE_view. And for like 5 episodes, I didn't realize this. There's another underscore. There's 3 underscores because there's another bird eye view.
3. That's that number 3.
I didn't think of it that way. Yeah, you're right. Damn, you're right about that. That's
Full
the number.
circle.
Full circle, yeah. Follow us on Twitter. Same thing. Same as the Instagram. And yeah, man. Seph, I definitely appreciate everything.
Thank you.
This was a vibe. I loved it.
For sure.
I'm so sad that Sherelle couldn't be here, but if you got an opportunity to interview Malcolm X's daughter,
You gotta do it.
you got to do that. It's Black History Month.
Take it from me.
Happy Black History Month, man.
Wow.
Happy Black History
You know
Month.
you're the first person to say that to me?
Yeah, so you know what I tell people all the time? I say Happy Monday. They play what? It throws them off. Listen, man, Mondays suck. We all here. We all got to do it. Be happy.
I mean, it's Black History Month. It's only 28 days, but
And we share with Valentine's Day.
you know
for
what I'm
fun fucking
saying?
reason.
But happy Black History
Happy
Month.
Black
man.
History Month, man.
Learn something new.
Definitely.
I'm pretty sure she's learning something new. It's Black History Month.
I don't usually get nervous. Like, I don't get nervous, but I felt like I would be so nervous being that. So, like, being that, the living daughter of, come on, man. I wouldn't even know what to ask. Mrs. X. Miss X. I don't know. I'll just be
What's your
saying stupid
plight
shit.
on? What's your idea? Like, she probably.
None of my questions are going to make sense. I don't know. I'm just so nervous right now. But yeah, man, definitely. And and also with the Views Radio, subscribe, share it. It's on SoundCloud. Most of the songs, not this week, this month, because we're doing it once a month. But this month, you won't, most of the songs you'll hear on the Apple playlist. But most of them, I realized that once I got on SoundCloud again, I was like, oh wait, I forgot. There's so many dope artists that are on SoundCloud that for some reason they're not on Apple or Spotify because it may cost too much, but they're so fucking dope. So this month, you're gonna get you're gonna get a bunch of everything.
Hit them with it, man.
Yeah,
so many great artists.
Yeah, send me. I want to have you on there too. So definitely send me
I definitely have to send you.
Yeah, because I definitely want to do that.
Should I just send you like, what you think I should do? Send you whole projects and you pick, or just send you what I think you should put on there?
Nah, send me how to shit.
Right.
Yeah, send me how to shit. Nah, listen, it's
because everything's a vibe, bro.
Thank you.
Everything's a vibe.
Thank you. Anyway, we out of here, man.
Yep.
You're.